mother insane.
This 7-acre natural drum kit is ringing Rocks Park.
It's cool though. You don't expect a rock to ring like that, when you hit it.
And a good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Mark Thibodeau here at the Weather Channel. We continue to see some tornado warnings being issued here across parts of the Northeast. Brand new tornado warning now for Bucks County in Pennsylvania. This is between Trenton and Philadelphia here. A radar indicated a possible tornado northwest of Northampton. Again, radar indicated, but still want to get inside a strong building, a lowest interior room without windows. A basement is preferable. So in Buckingham, Newton, and as well as Northampton, take cover immediately here. Storm moving along the 232. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it looks like as far as the winds are concerned around this particular storm. And you can see that like we've seen so far today, we have this very broad rotation. We don't really see a very tight couplet, which is what we would look for a tornado in progress. And we are just not seeing that. We're seeing kind of a broad rotation here. So the biggest threat, I think, is going to come from damaging winds from this green area that's moving east, this little bow-shaped structure between Buckingham and Northampton's moving off to the east at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. The thinking is if this were to wind up a little further, we could see a weak tornado here, potentially crossing 232 north of Northampton. If we're to hold together, we'd be very close to Trenton within the hour, perhaps. So that is that storm. We also have got other severe weather going on across the Maryland shore here. And again, a lot of boaters out this weekend, a very big weekend for boating, as every weekend is in the summer, but in particular this one. Between Chester and Easton, we are looking at a tornado warning here for Queen Anne's and Talbot counties until 6 p.m. Easton, Grantsville, St. Michael's in the path of this particular storm. We've got a cell here just east of St. Michael's that is continuing to move off to the northeast. The thinking here is, again, looking at potentially a broad circulation. In fact, very weak looking on radar right now. But still, we might get a brief gust of maybe some damaging wind where you see this densely darker green area showing up that's crossing over the Maryland shore, over the bay, and potentially moving towards 370 and the 662 here within the hour. The main concern here would be some damaging thunderstorm winds. As we head back to the northwest again, we're back north of Philadelphia here. Still looking like a pretty non-tornadic looking signature at the moment, meaning a broader circulation. I would be thinking more in terms of maybe some damaging thunderstorm winds with this, but nonetheless, right here where the green meets the red, we could have some damaging winds and the potential for a brief spin-up tornado if this structure were to get more organized as we head through about the next half an hour or so. So something we're watching here. A little further east, we've got some severe thunderstorm warnings downwind for this particular cell down towards the Trenton area. That's going to go, and let's see, the severe thunderstorm warning is going to go a little bit longer. That's going to be till 6:15, and again, that is going to be for Bucks and Mercer counties. So once we get out of the tornado warning here beyond 6 p.m., Levittown as well as west of Trenton, so Levittown, PA, North Philadelphia, up to the northwest of Trenton into extreme South Jersey here across the Delaware River, looking at the potential for some damaging winds. Upper Makefield as well in the path of this potential structure here. And again, to me, it looks like we've got kind of a line echo wave pattern here showing up, kind of a miniature one. But these kind of things are a classic signature for strong winds typically. This is what we look for. And every here and there where you get kinks in the line showing up, like right here, for instance, and right here, sometimes you get a brief spin up of a weak tornado, sometimes with setups like this in the middle of summer. So these are not the classic kind of tornadoes we see in the plains in March or April, but they still could be tornadoes if they form into them. Weak tornadoes that could down trees, could down power lines. And given how many people we have out right now, which is quite a few outdoors, we want to take these storms very seriously. So Trenton, here these storms closing in within the hour. North of Philadelphia, down to the south, we've got some storms near Wilmington looking a little bit suspicious. And again, pretty numerous severe thunderstorm warnings back to the west across central PA, west of Philadelphia, down through Scranton and Harrisburg, looking at some damaging thunderstorm winds coming into these areas. With, again, our tornado warning, our individual cell out in front of the line that's back to the west over central PA. So this guy right here that's over Bucks County, Buckingham, as well as Northampton, moving in from the west, that is your most likely storm if it were to produce a tornado, perhaps. So we're going to be watching this here. And ironically, we've got a severe thunderstorm watch downwind from down east Maine into southern New Hampshire. That goes till 8 p.m. But as the old saying goes, in and close to the watch area, we can see severe weather. We'll be back with more as necessary.
To that, and perhaps kind of move